Alrighty, nightmare mode. I guess let's do it, y'all. Anyone that's sticking around from Kate's channel, welcome in. I am almost a full game ahead of Kate in the Trails saga, so if you don't want any spoilers, I completely understand. I appreciate you for stopping by. Sheba and Steve and anyone else that stuck around. Now, if you don't mind the spoilers and you want to see what I'm hoping is going to be a very fantastic game after the last one, feel free to get cozy, stick around, and watch me probably suffer. Wow, rude, spoiling things. This is the third block of the Trails games. Which one is it? 114 hours in Trails the Second. Year 1203 of the Septian calendar. Fall just over half a year since the Liber Arc's collapse. Cruising through the night sky above the Cruzan province in eastern Erebonia. Was the Reinford Company's latest display in luxury, the Lusitania. So I played Trails the Second. It was really good, Medieval. There's like 16 games in this series, but they're in blocks, and this is the last game of the block that I was on. But after the last game, I was drained a lot, and I took a break, and now we're back. I see some familiar faces. Trails in the Sky, the third. If I may have your attention, please. On behalf of the Conrad Company, I would like to take the time to thank you all for attending this party today. As I'm sure you're all aware, this is the most auspicious day. Yes, indeed. On this historic day 10 years ago, this fine company... Is that Kevin? Is that our boy, the man of the hour? Teehee, you don't seem to be enjoying this quite as much as he is. You ought to at least try and feign interest in what he's saying, Surely you must understand what kind of man he is if you're here. Oh, that I do. He's a merchant of death who made a fortune during the 100 Days War. One of the Empire's most wealthy men despite being a relative newcomer. Why, it was only a few years ago that he partnered up with the famous Reinford Group, and now he's serving on their board of directors. His record makes for a most impressive read, that much is for certain. Although I dare say he's less impressive in person compared to on paper. My, you'd best refrain from making such remarks. That mask of yours may disguise your identity, but it won't keep those naughty men in black away should you make an enemy of them. Now that's a terrifying prospect. Can't imagine I'd last very long if I did. I'd surely be cast through this window as easily as a pebble plunges through water. I must say I find you rather intriguing. Are you a member of the press, perhaps? Or maybe even a government official? I would answer, but where's the fun in spilling secrets? I'll leave the pondering to your fertile imagination, mademoiselle. Leaving my identity aside, however, this ship is an impressive work of art. It's hard to believe we're inside one at all, and yet here we are, thousands of ARG in the air. While it is Reinford's latest model, one would expect nothing less than art. Last I heard, they were advertising it as the largest airship in the world. It is 120 ARG across, so you're probably right. As far as the world knows. Hee Hee, you certainly know how to make a lady curious. But even with the mask, it's no secret that you're so young, practically still a boy. I wonder, how often do you go around charming your way through these drab parties with that aura of mystique? Well, seems the mask can't hide all my secrets. Perhaps I ought to make my darling escape before I give away anything more about myself. If you must, although it would be my pleasure to continue keeping you company. Yo! What's up, Clay? Welcome in, everybody. Greetings and salutations, as my friend X says. A drink, I got you. How was Crisis Core? I remember you saying you were going to play Crisis Core. No lie, if I knew you were playing Crisis Core, you would have been my main lurk. If y'all are not following my good buddy Clay, please go do so. So we are starting our Trails in the Sky the 3rd. We just started. We got raided from Kate, who couldn't stick around because she's playing through the series. The Abuse Magic strat. Dude, I wanted to hundo that game, but it's just so grindy at the end. I think the story of Crisis Core, masterpiece. Love it. But the other stuff, not quite as big of a fan. Like, I like the side missions until it becomes, you know, just a little bit too much. Oh wait, sorry about that, I got distracted. The missions are there to grind for levels. The story is that science is horrible and Shinra loves using it. That is true. What's the story of Crisis Core? I mean, the story is, you know, Zack's prequel to Cloud still in his fucking identity. And that Shinra's horrible people. But Zack don't want to believe they're horrible people. Until they go to kill him at the end. I mean, yes, right? But in order to 100% it and do all the hard stuff... Well, yeah, it's a prequel, so you already know how the story ends. I'll say this, Crisis Core, the remake was my first experience with the game. I enjoyed it, I just got tired of grinding missions. I think I did about 70-ish% of them. It's not every day that one gets to enjoy chatting the night away with a mysterious stranger like this, you know. We could even take our chat somewhere more comfortable, like your room. You mean the ones that you can't damage through like anything? The ones that you just have to sit there and like abuse half to death? Haha, I would be honored to, fair lady. But only if you can promise the goddess has her eyes turned away. She may blush if she's watching. So I took a break after Trails the 2nd, Nico, because it took... I think the final count was 110 hours. I played the Donkey Kong DLC for... I like using Gravagia a lot. And then I would use like Lucky Punch on top of it when I got him low enough. But yeah, I was playing the DK I said I was playing the DK DLC, which I enjoyed more than the regular Mario and Rabbids game. The DLC ran about 6 hours. It was a lot of fun. They need to make Donkey a full character in that game because him and Cranky Rabbid were very fun characters. But only if you can promise the goddess has her eyes turned away. She may blush if she's watching. Meanwhile, I'll refrain from asking why your room would not be an acceptable location. And I'll thank you for not forcing me to bring up that oaf of a man. They might, Clay. I just started the game. You're literally first 10 minutes. So I think this is the guy. So, okay, at the end of 2, this guy named Kevin Graham is a priest for the big church. He turned the main bad guy into salt. Literally shot him with an arrow, turned him into a pile of salt. And I think that this masked guy's Kevin. I think he's the main... If I understand correctly, Kevin's the main character of this game. So you're no longer Estelle and Joshua. Your main character is Kevin the priest. So out of, like, the block that I'm in, this is the last game in the Trell's block that I'm in. Which would be called the Roland arc. Because each block dictated by the region. So this would be the last game taking place in Roland. I know it's got a... I know the nation has another name, but the name is blinking on me. Well, the party's in full swing now. His chance is as good as any. His private room's on the highest floor of the ship, on the other side of the deck. Okay, let's get to work. Yeah, okay, so it's not actually telling me. Might I interest you in something to drink, sir? We have some well-aged Steinrose if you would care for some. You have the second series? I think the second series would be Trials of Cold Steel. The Conrad Company may have had a lot of progress in the past 10 years. But that was all thanks to the Reinford group. They couldn't have done a thing by themselves, so they've got no right to try and act big. They need to realize their place. But I think in the timeline, I think after this Tales of Azure is next. I think the Crossbell games are next. Yes, Lady Lindell is currently resting in her room. She said that she's feeling a little unwell at the moment, you see. Can I not open my map or anything? I can't. I think this would be Grantle is what it'd actually be called. Why does she have to choose a party like this to fill in well? I hope she isn't faking it to stay in her room. Must she oppose me at every turn? I'm sorry, what was that? I said that no mask can hope to disguise the beauty of your ivory white skin. Or the luster of those fine red lips. Teehee, well aren't you the flatterer? She was the one who initiated the conversation with me, if you're wondering. Still, I can't very well ignore her. I'll just try to keep the conversation going. This truly is a spectacular ship. I was getting sick and tired of looking at the gloomy skies of the capital, so this is a wonderful change of scenery. I'll make sure to make the most of tonight. And I couldn't agree to more there. The air capital is positively suffocating. I try to get away from it as often as I can, so I spend all of my time off in my villa to the south. I plan on playing Azure. I think that was the newest one to come out. See, the one you have is the longest block, Clay, because Cold Steel is a 4-block game. This one's 3. Crossbell, Azure, and one other. I think it's Azure and Rivery are the Crossbell arc. And then the other block, I don't know what games are in it off the top of my head. Please pay us no mind. We are merely here so you might enjoy this party to its fullest. Haha, you certainly know how to hold a party, Conrad. There aren't many people who are wealthy enough to be able to organize a gathering like this in the sky. Oh, absolutely. Ha, if my guests are satisfied, then I have done my job. Still, today's party is but a minor diversion compared to what the future holds for us. Quiet gathering we've got here. That looks like Merquit's Ball, known for this extravagant spending, and this guy's the president of that big jeweler, Corey's and Company. Hopefully they'll keep our friend occupied for a while. Yes, but of course, if I do say so myself, my company's prospects are very bright. Won't be paying attention to anything anytime soon. Suits me. Can I not actually... Okay, so they don't say anything else. See, so like... Right, Clay, this is the last game on my list before I do a big old Zelda marathon before Tears of the Kingdom. I apologize for our boorish presence here at this most elegant occasion. I'm afraid it is necessary evil in order to ensure the safety of our guests. All that I can do is ask for your understanding. There's plenty of entertainment to look forward to this evening. Furlan du Ciel's concert will be beginning soon, and at 11 we will be holding an opera. Be sure not to miss them. To the best of my understanding, this game's a lot shorter than Charles II, though. Being a part of the vast Reinford group, the Conrad Company certainly has strong backing to support in its working towards greater growth. After all, the Reinford Company is immensely successful and it manufactures everything from military weapons to household goods. Perhaps I should consider increasing my investment in the group, Tears of the Kingdom, correctamundo. Did I say Trells? If I said Trells, I didn't mean to say Trells, Nico. I'm just getting my games confused. I must say, I'm impressed at just how reliable the security guards at today's party appear. I've been thinking it was about time to recruit some new personnel in my own private army, too. Perhaps I ought to ask Conrad where he found these people. I might be able to recruit some of them, too. The evening is only just beginning. There's plenty of entertainment still to look forward to. Hope you will thoroughly enjoy yourself. There's a lot of people in here. Who does that upstart chancellor think he is? All he's done since marching into politics. From out of the army, he has passed one unpleasant law after another. Can't understand how he thinks. Where's the benefit in appeasing commoners all the time? Gonna straight no-life it till you're done? Tears in the Sky, the 69th. Oh, dude, that would be funny. Hi, you still have much to learn about the ways of the world, young man. National government is more or less a collection of civil servants with all their flaws and weaknesses. You can get anything out of it as long as you know the right buttons to push. I hope it's a big game. I have no doubt it'll be good. Today's dish of choice is streamed abalone with cream, made to the highest of the standards by our chefs. I must insist you try it. I'm certain you'll become a fan. Well, give me some of it. Oh, can I actually grab it? Pardon me, but you haven't seen my wife around, have you? I keep telling her not to go wandering off without me, but she never listens. Hold on. Could this be Madame Frisky's oaf of a man? Mom, bathroom. Why, yes, I should probably have it now before it starts getting cold. I'll take the tart there, too, if you don't mind. It looks like I can grab that cake, but don't really let me. That's sad. Stop it, Dad. You're just embarrassing yourself. We here as guests today to be enjoying ourselves, not concerning ourselves with the party organization. Now hurry up and get that Conrad fella. The chefs here ordinarily work at my hotel, I'll have you know. They may be working in a different environment with different equipment than usual, but that is no excuse for slacking off. Perhaps I'm going to need to keep a watchful eye on them to ensure they don't slip. Here on the Lusitania, we will be striving to meet your every need. So please, do let us know if there's anything we can do for you. Madam, what a surprising coincidence to find you here. I wasn't aware that you had been invited to this party as well. Did it happen while you were in the Berahard buying furs, perchance? Yes, actually. Still, it'd be very much appreciated if you could keep this a secret from my husband. Oh, I wouldn't dream of telling him. Of Wild Arms? That don't sound like a good thing. Didn't you have a bad experience with Wild Arms, Clay? Still, if you really want to ensure that I won't, I could do with a little favor from you. You see, I can't seem to find any furs meet my standards in the capital. Might you be willing to introduce me to somewhere where I can find some? In particular, okay. The safety of this party is guaranteed as long as we are here to ensure it, so please, rest and enjoy. Can I help you? What was that? Strange, felt like someone was watching me for a minute. Ah, forget it, I've got work to do. Spoopy. His private room's on the highest floor of the ship on the other side of the deck. Time to move. May I see your invite, sir? This, you mean? My apologies, sir. This is merely a precaution in order to secure the safety of our lovely guest here. Don't worry about it, I understand. I have to say I'm impressed. The tea's fragrance is rather pleasant, too. You can use the same strat and it gets boring. I'm glad to see that the level of service here befits the price we paid to come on board. These airships truly are comfortable forms of transport. I'll have to try and travel on them more often in the future. Stories kind of... Does 1 and 2 link together at all? So this is the Lusitana's library. Hope you enjoy your time relaxing here. Can't just seem to relax on board this ship. Everything is just so fancy and luxurious. It's all too much for an old man like me. There are rumors the cause was a new weapon developed by Liberal's army, though. That sounds most serious to me. Although it's hard to be sure since the government issued a ban on talking about the whole thing after the fact. Without any official announcements on the matter, all we're left with is hearsay. Talking about when they couldn't use ordnance all of a sudden along the southern edge of Erebonia. That was the last game. Heard the trains and international flights in that region had to be stopped on account of it. I haven't a clue what caused it all, though. I can't imagine it was anything that serious, at least. And the ship does have a fine collection of books. Okay. Wonder which I should read first. Please refrain from talking loudly when within this room, because it's a library. Oh, please, excuse me. I assume you must be an invited guest. Party is being held in the room at the end of the corridor if you're having difficulties finding the way. Thank you, miss. Ooh, our first chest. An EP charge. The message, remember, there is but one truth. Love is eternal. Do you actually skip within the game, right? Because I don't know much about Wild Arms. Taking a walk around the ship? If so, might I suggest following the stairs ahead and stepping out on the main deck? I find gazing up at the stars while enjoying the night breeze an especially relaxing way to pass the time. If they say it over there, it'll be... Yes. Exactly how it works. Oh, dude, can I actually gamble? Shuffle. Hello there, would you be interested in a quick game? Well, there was a well-earned victory on our part. It was easy to tell that you're a real veteran when it comes to card games. What would you like to do now, sir? Guess the party in the room at the end on the hall must be in full swing about now. Just you watch, one day I'll be rich and famous enough to go to fancy schmancy parties too. Are you an invited guest for chance? If you are, we'd be happy to treat you as an official member of the club. So please do enjoy yourself and make use of the facilities on offer. This club is part of the Alicia Tray of high-class clubs, which has its main branch in the capital. Okay, so it's all the same, like, map. It's just different timelines within that map. You would expect its employees to be trained to the highest caliber, and you'd be right. Speaking of the highest caliber, perhaps I ought to sample some of the wine now. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Alright, it's time for me to make my wager. I'll put 300,000 mirror on Red 21. A sharp choice. Care for a game, sir? Spending money is all about having fun, you know. Fair enough. Sounds like you're preparing to play number 2, Clay. Whether you win or lose is a trivial detail. You need to only focus on enjoying the act of spending. People who obsess over winning above all else, base fools who have no right to be here. Come on, black. It's gotta be black this time. It's been red 5 times now. This next one has to be black, surely. Come on, black 11. Please enjoy your time here. Still, dude, try not to get absorbed into your games. Everything is best in moderation. Dude, I wanted to see if they actually won or not. Listen, son. Spent what little money we have just to get you on this ship today. This is the life rich people in our country lead. Burn this sight in your memory and never forget it. I'm counting on you to make your way into the world when you're older and make life easy for me, damn. Well, if you weren't grinding it, you can get through Crisis Core quickly. I don't know what Radiata Stories is. so I don't know if it's long or not. So you want me to grow up to become a soldier and get famous and rich, right? That lets me spend time on neat ships like this. Sure, this is so cool. Whoops, wrong way. I need to head up the staircase. So it won't let me leave. Hey, I kind of found an invitation to that costume party that's going on right now. What should I do with it? You idiot, what'd you pick it up for? Those are only for the super rich people in the first class rooms, not the likes of us, but still. Excuse me, but is this the staircase that leads to the observation deck? Oh, yes it is. Please go on ahead. Thanks. Hello. Oh, might I ask what business you have in this area? If you're looking for the observation deck, you can reach it through those doors over there. If you're looking for the area where the party is being held, however, you'll need to head down the stairs. Nilsson? So this is the new passenger airship model I've heard so much about. Can't say I'm familiar with the sound of its engine anyways. I assume they must be a new model too. Could this man be blind? May I help you, sir? Oh, no, sorry. Okay, can't go that way. I was gonna say, I want loot if it's there. Aldon's on here? Oh, Lusitano, why are you so beautiful? Do wish your top speed was a little faster than 1,000 APH, but nothing can beat you when it comes to sheer size or capacity. Fitting a whole 1,000 people on board isn't something that any other airship can boast. Ordering the ticket to come on here today sure wasn't cheap. I had to sell photographs for ages to gather up enough, and now that money's all gone. So I've really got to make the most of tonight. Let's make this a night to remember, Lusitania. Sorry for calling you out here out of nowhere like this, but I so wanted to meet with you. But when you came all the way on this ship just for that, you do know what'll happen if my father finds out, don't you? Haha, I know he doesn't approve of me because of my social standing, but I must beg that you let me overstretch myself and act the part of the bigger man today, at least for as long as I have this mask on. Damn, they're seeing each other in secret. The doors are locked. Stop right there. The staircase leads to Sir Conrad's private room. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. I figured you'd say something like that. Sorry, though. This isn't gonna be your lucky day. What? What are you doing? Ugh. Ugh. Damn. Looks like I'm dealing with a bunch of Jaeger dropouts. They don't seem that well trained either. This'll be cake. I sure wish every job I had was this easy. Wow, talk about pointlessly fancy. Alright, now where is he hidden it? Does Oddly Ward stand on it? Not yet. Oh, would you look at that? Who wants to bet that's not the only one? Now, where's the next one? Doubt that's the last one. Anything over by the bed? Oh, damn. Haha, and here we go. Everything so far has been completely in line with what I expected, which means that... there's a panel with buttons that have letters written on them. A password of some kind apparently must be entered. I wonder... Orpheus? Hey! I figured as much. Looks like that my target this time is one of the toys our friends decided to spread around for fun. Oh, damn. Jackpot! The Fool's Locket, huh? Forbidden artifact that lets the bearer pass all but the most obvious lies off as complete truth. Not really the kind of a... Really not the kind of thing a shady weapons dealer should have in his possession. Heh. We're also on nightmare difficulty, chat, so... what's going on here? What happened to the two that were on guard here? They were both fast asleep. Seems like whoever did it used a dart or spray of some kind. You think you're dealing with someone in the same business as us? You better keep him locked inside here until the party's over. We can give our report to Master Conrad after. What do you think are the odds that he's not acting alone? Judging by security camera footage, I don't think it's that high. That said, there's a definite chance he's got some sort of backup that just hadn't acted yet. I'd say we're better off marking all invited guests for the time being. We wouldn't want to let anyone slip through our sights. Did he just laugh at us? Something funny? Oh no, I just thought I should probably apologize for underestimating you. Written you all off as untrained Jaeger dropouts, but maybe you've got more going for you than I was giving you credit for. You little... you got guts, I'll give you that. Got no idea where you came to be here, but you should know that Master Conrad is not a merciful man. Don't think you're gonna get out of this in one piece. You're in for such a world of pain, you'll wish you'd killed yourself while you had the chance. Haha, well, that doesn't sound like a fun time. Sadly for you, I've already got my next date lined up, so I won't be able to take you up on that. What the? How? Yeah, I probably should have said this earlier. Really might want to step back from that door, like, a lot. What just happened? No way. The door is designed to withstand a direct hit from an orbital cannon. Boy, you guys have no idea how hard it is to hold back with that one. I'm not a huge fan of using it, but I mean, you didn't give me much choice. Aw, yeah, it's our boy Kevin. So the joke, right? A priest? Yep, I'm legit and everything, too. So if you're interested in making any confessions, I'd be happy to listen to them. For extra cheap as a limited time offer. And you guys would have a lot to confess. Don't let it near to him, let's do this. I was hoping for more of a, what, you charge people kind of reaction? Oh well, I guess I don't mind cutting to the chase this time. Come get some. And it looks so clean. Yes, I did, actually. Oh, I'm gonna die. Sheesh! Oh, what a way to start. That nightmare mission. Okay, let's see here. I did grind out for parts, though. I made her the nicest wagon I could play. So, the last game was the same way, right? The same way as in, like... It sucked until I had a party with me. The beginning missions in the last game were also ass until I had a party with me. God, he managed.
Let's end this.
I should win here. Wait, did I miss the other one? Oh no, I might be dead. Don't kill! We're good. We're bueno. God, he's already so much more powerful than in 2. When I first got this guy in 2 play, his crossbow didn't do shit. It was pitiful.
Alright, what's next?
He's level 90? Oh, well, okay, I was like 87 at the end of the last game, so that kind of makes sense. He's a Grell Knight. I've heard rumors about them, but damn! I'm as curious as I am, I'm probably better off asking about what kind of rumors you've heard. Don't worry though, I'm only here for your client. So you go ahead and have a nice long nap on the floor, okay? You'll still live to see tomorrow. Oh, what kind of a monster. So you really don't learn how badass he is till the end of Trials II. Okay, I've got what I came for. Now to get back to the party and wrap this job up. Sucks I have to go without taking that lady up on her offer, though. She was looking pretty darn fine. It was obvious her husband wasn't giving her enough squeeze. So no, they're not gonna bang. Then again, I shouldn't go playing with fire too much, huh? No doubt Alfonso pretty, but I better not head that way. Yup, that's what he looked like when you first met him in Trells. With the spiked up hair and the priest jacket.
Take that!
You bitches. Oh, thank God for the fast forward option.
Still a ways to go.
See, I do like the way that when you play a new Trails game, right? It don't actually make you regrind stuff. Like, you stop at the level you were at, which is really nice. Doggos.
Let's end this. Let's end this.
Okay, let me kill one of them.
Take that! Still a ways to go.
I can already tell you the music's gonna be fantastic. I mean, the other two had fantastic music, so that don't really surprise me, but... What's going on here? We're not gonna crash, are we? You wouldn't fall out of the air on me, would you, Lusitana? Poor guy missed his chance to run away. Something familiar about him, but well, I'd best leave him alone. But yeah, this guy had a quest line in the first two games.
Let's end this. Let's end this.
Kill here.
All right, what's next? Let's end this.
No, they started me at level 90 because at the end of the I'm dead here, by the way. Because at the end of the last game, I was like 88, 86. The second game did it too, right? You end at like 40. So when you start the second game, you're like already at 40. It keeps in line with the fact that they take it that you played the first two games. I don't know if this will be worth it, but we're gonna try it. Why didn't I get another attack? Oh.
Let's end this. Let's end this.
And we're not. I'm above hard mode. I'm on nightmare mode. Oh, that's a free level up, right? Oh no, we need one more. I really need to level up because I recover everything if I level up. And right now we're like about to run out of magic. So if you don't get the stuff before, all right, yeah. So you have to go straight to the main room. There you are. On the name of the Northern Jaegers, we won't let you go any further. So you really are an active Jaeger Corps and a pretty famous one to boot. Still, I get stuff going for your country and all, but I couldn't just ask you, I don't know, step aside? How dare you? What do you know about the hardship endured by our people? We won't allow ourselves to be shamed and defeated here, not as long as we suffered. I should have known. Okay, then, I'll come at you all I've got. Sadly, his finish is a very defensive finish. So that's like, you know, kind of depressing.
Let's end this.
Yep.
Down.
His finish basically blocks attacks, which is like very great if you're in a group, you know? Oh, Kevin, you can't even hit him, bro. Yeah, we can take a drink. I'm like out of, I'm so out of juice, man.
Let's end this.
Don't die.
Let's end this.
Great, I'm dead.
Crap.
Fucking RNG, man. Well, well. Well, well, well.
Take that.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad.
Let's end this. Damn, I'm down.
Luckily, right? Yeah. Luckily, I can just reload an autosave. Okay, so how far back did it take me? Okay.
Let's end this.
What the fuck? He got the double attack? Get the fuck out of here, dude. I did blow my wad too early. That's why I reloaded. I have some magic items, so it's not the worst.
Let's end this. Let's end
See, and the fights are supposed to be easier, like, as you play,
Still a
so.
ways to go.
Like, if you restart, it's supposed to make the fight. I don't know if it does that on Nightmare or not. But in the original Trails games, that's like... Sucks I have to use a, an item.
Let's end this.
I missed one of them. No, I didn't.
Take that!
Are you fucking kidding me? That was a bad RNG, dude. That was shitty RNG. We really have to take out numbers or we're gonna be in trouble. Damn, dude. That fight's kind of hard, like, because in order to win, you essentially have to get a little lucky with the RNG. Which won't be a problem once we have a full team. But right now it's a problem because we're getting our asses kicked. I think that's gonna kill.
Let's end this.
Try. I don't think it's yeah, it's not. God damn it, man. See, the way Trails is made, it's built for having a team. And these early parts where you have no team, you're just kind of fucked.
Let's end this.
Okay, I should probably heal here, but we're gonna... Alright. should I win here? I should. Good shit.
Still a ways to go.
And that's a level up, right? Game. Okay, thank God. I was about to say, dude. If I did not get the level up there, that would have been bullshit. Well, what is all this commotion? We believe there to be an intruder, sir. And a competent one at that. An intruder? And just what do you think I paid Good Mirror to hire you for? I don't care if he's alive or full of holes. Get rid of him! Oh, getting me dead or alive is too much to ask of those guys. Who the hell are you? Wait, a priest? No! Ah, yeah, I figured with something like this in your possession, you would at least have heard of us. How dare you? Give that back, that's mine! Wrong answer. This belongs to the goddess, and it needed to be rightfully returned to her. It's not something mere mortals like you should be keeping for themselves. Kill him! Kill him and get me back my locket now! Herman Conrad, in accordance with the laws of the church and in the name of Adios, I am placing you under arrest. You stand charged with unauthorized possession of and illegal use of an artifact. Don't think you can get away with this. You might be with the church, but I am a Rainford director. If you lay a hand on me... Oh, don't you worry. We cleared this with the big guys already. I'm sure you've got a pretty good idea of just how reckless you've been acting with this thing, right? You've been causing a whole lot of trouble for a whole lot of people, you know. You guys like you have a habit of making themselves no shortage of enemies. You've done a stellar job of that. So just accept that your luck's run out and come quietly, okay? No. No! Ah. You couldn't just make this easy for me, could you? So much for this being a piece of cake. Catching you guys like this alive is more like trying to sneak off with the whole damn thing. Stop right there. Aw, you pulled out all the stops just for little old me? Now I get why you guys are so popular. That's some quick work getting all dolled up and ready to take me down. Silence. Might have had your way before, but that's not how this is gonna go this time. Just so you know, there's an entire company of us on this ship. Even if you have a hostage you can use against us, you've got nowhere to run. Heh. We're all lucky boys and girls today, huh? What? What are you talking about? If this idiot here had been branded a heretic, would have had to hunt each and every one of you down to the last member. What? What's up with this guy? Well, don't let it get to you. Keep up the good work for your homeland or whatever. Just don't go giving us any reason to slaughter you in the process. Oh, shit. Alright, Kevin. Kevin just called in the Batmobile. Zoom! I'm gone. Impossible. Those Grawl sitters are monsters. Ha ha, that was quite a splendid show. But our tale is only just beginning, Kevin Graham. Who is that? It's probably the answer, you know. After all, I have only just awoken. That's got to be connected to Oracle. Oh, we get a animated. So this was the end of game 2. Oh, do we actually get... Oh, yo. Characters that I know. Yo, do we actually get to learn about Campanella this game? So there was a guy we didn't get to deal with at all the last game. All we knew is his name was Campanella the Fool. Yo, that was tight. Good opening package. Kevin looks like a cool priest that would skateboard for Jesus. I mean, that's about, you know, that checks out. Yeah, like I said, you should have seen me in Shining the first time we seen Kevin. Because I got him, dude, and his crossbow did like 2 damage, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this guy sucks. Septia Church, Grawl Sitter operated Special Ops airship, Mechaba number 5. Congratulations on completing your operation, sir. My thoughts exactly. This seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too. Compared to what they're usually like, it was. If I had a bit more time, could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too. But I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep tonight. Not this again. Unless you want another ilfor from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously. I know. Lighten up a little, yeah? I swear I'll never get how you hard-headed types end up assigned to a slacker like me. This may come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any form of backup. As long as you're here and this ship is under your command, then slacker or not, we're here too. Even then, you've got a lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should take this chance to gather up a few more. Think I'm gonna have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own. I thought you'd say that. We'd prefer it if you'd actually trust us to help you a little more, sir. I mean, all we could do in that salt pell operation was transport the thing. You say that as if transporting itself isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was to him catch wind of it and becoming wary of us. Something wrong? Oh, not a thing. Anyways, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to Arteria ASAP. Should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow, or today now, I guess. Got it. Where's it from? Arteria, apparently. It's a call from Commander Selnate. Oh, you are kidding me. Getting a call from her right after a mission is always a bad, bad sign. Get this over with, put her through. Alright. Evening, Kevin. It sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details. Basically went without issue. Artifact was the Fool's Locket. There were signs of society involvement. But it looks like they've cut any ties with him a long time ago. Been lurking, but not. It's sleepy time. Well, welcome back, Garridan. I see, as I thought then. Good work. But now it's sleepy time. Well, thank you for the alert, Garridan. Get yourself some big sleep. Y'all got me maybe 40 more minutes to an hour for I call it. I've decided, you know, after Mario and Rabbids, Garridan, that it's time to jump back into Trails. I mean, Lurkin, you missed Kevin just being a badass. After turning a guy into salt, now he's jumping out of airships. He, like, called his ship over like the Batmobile. Yeah, you saw it? Yeah, just called in the Batmobile. Whoop. I'm out of here. Good work all around. I'd say you deserved a well-earned rest, but unfortunately, I can't grant you one right now. And here we go. Is something the matter? Oh, it's just dandy. Please continue. Well then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something I'd like you to do for me. Regarding a heretic, I assume? Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. The object in question is currently being held underneath Grancel Cathedral. Grancel? You think this object may be somehow related to the Ariel? It's a distinct possibility. Can I count on you to handle this? Alright. That said, we've already got one artifact on the ship that needs transporting back, so I'll let the crew here take that to Rotaria. I'll handle going to Liberal on my own. Liberal, Clay, that's what it is. This is the Liberal arc. That's fine with me, yo. Incidentally, You won't actually be alone. I've dispatched a rookie squire to aid you. They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you? Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. You can't just bring a rookie on me out of nowhere like this. Heh. Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry, though. They won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success. Haha, well, congratulations on the new recruit. We were only just saying you could do with more squires serving you. And I was so not down. I can't believe this. She never changes, I swear. Oh, if all the people reading that book had any idea what a hellion she is in real life. Oh, Cornelia? I've always wondered whether publishing it was really a good idea, to be honest. Is that the goddess? It's a complete advertisement saying we exist in the world. If anything, I'd say a book that, while just serves to make people less likely to believe we really exist. And then the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big, fat lie. If they'd actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing. Haha. I think we should probably refrain from commenting here. Anyways, you guys heard her. I'm gonna leave taking care of everything else relating to our mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail there. Might still be hidden accounts we don't know about. Understood, sir. What will you be doing from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, obviously, but we can drop you off somewhere. You can put me down in any old state we pass on the way there, preferably near a town that has international flights going out of it, I guess. Got it. Oh, it looks like the sun's starting to come up. Prologue, the Grawl Sitter. Same day, afternoon. The skies of Midwestern Zemuria, roughly 500 cells from Liberal. It's Dorothy. I don't recognize the other people, but... Aw, they've gone out of sight now. Wonder if they're busy migrating. It looks like they can't keep up with this ship, though. Guess not every bird can be as fast as Siege. But they were just the cutest. Well, look who it is. I know you. Really is a long time. It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. Sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. Funny coincidence, huh? It really is. It's good to see you again, too. Father... You don't remember his name? You don't remember my name, do you? Don't be silly. Of course I do. It's, Oh, I remember. It's Onion Graham. But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a multi-purpose plant. That's not even a name, Dorothy. You really did forget, didn't you? Yet you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing. Just being silly. A couple days ago, I had this amazing onion hot pot over in the Eastern Quarter in Calvard. So I've got onions on the brain. I couldn't believe a hot pot with just onions in it could taste good. But I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. That's how I ended up saying Onion instead of your name. Oh, whatever. So if you insist you haven't forgotten, what is my name then? I do insist. I'd never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Graham. What's up, Ethan? But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a fragrant plant. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name. Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all that trouble that happened earlier in the year? It's about the gist, yeah. Billy Graham, the preacher guy. Billy Graham here to sell you this relic religious cross at the low price of $9.99. $9.99 a month for 6 months. It's about the gist, yeah. Come to think of it, how'd you end up on an international liner like this? You said you were in the Eastern Quarter, right? Are you there to write about it for the Liberal News? Yep. Niall actually let me go on my own this time, too. Wow, that was daring of him. But how are you tonight, Ethan? I'm not sure I'd want to let you handle traveling aboard for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking on positions of responsibility that people can properly grow. Oh, I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvert instead of Bose Market, but I managed just fine. Wait a second. Niall told you to go to Bose, not Calvert? He sure did. Then I got on the airship, fell asleep, and before I knew it, I was chilling out in Calvert's capital. Weird, huh? Sounds like you got on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So you were in the Republic for literally days, when you weren't even supposed to be there at all? Do you even have enough money to manage your ADO's help us a passport? Well, fortunately, there was someone from the Liberian embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped while I was there, so I had all the dough a girl could ask for. Update? I don't even know where to start. Niall must be worried sick about you, huh? You think? He didn't sound so hot when I called yesterday to say I'd be coming back to the office today. Keep telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens. Nice. Dante, very pog. I don't think you can pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy. Thank you all for taking this journey aboard the Gretna today. We'll be arriving in our terminal, Grantsell City, in roughly 30 minutes. We ask that you take this chance to check out that you have all your belongings with you and to return to your seats before we begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight. Ooh, sounds like we're almost there. Nice. You're planning on logging in right when it goes back up? How about you? I'm not sure. I suppose I might as well go and snap some more photos. It's not like I get to take an international liner like this. Sounds like a plan. See you later then. Hee hee, later! Did you hear the announcement, sir? If not, we'll be arriving in Grantsell soon. So it might be wise to check you have all your belongings on your person while you still have time to look for anything that is missing. Could get lucky, who knows? Hey, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, positive vibes, you know? It's time. My sister can be unbelievably stubborn sometimes. How am I supposed to enjoy sightseeing when she's being like this? Her stubbornness drives me nuts. She isn't even interested in listening to my opinion. No, I'm not budging on this. We are going to Herb Royal Villa after Grantsell Castle, and that is final. Can't believe you're actually considering just going around fishing of all things. My brother's always so selfish. He only ever thinks about what he wants to do. He doesn't care what I want to do. Ugh. He makes me so mad. Luckily, Herb Royal Villa has a fishing spot. I'm really not good with heights. I mean, it's not phobia level or anything. I'm just really not good with them. Wow, that was one amazing business discussion. Never thought I'd see the day when Murano wouldn't have the upper hand in one, but it just happened. The world is full of surprises. Still, while she might not have the upper hand, she did get what she wanted in the end. It's not like she really lost or anything. The bargainer really knew how to put up a good fight for someone so young. Still, I've got an excellent information dealer working for me, too, so the next time we do business is going to be 6-4 deal in my favor. No scratch that, 7-3. Used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. They're way faster than boats for one thing, and unlike orbital buses, you don't end up with a sore ass after a long journey either. Sigh, no you can't. Please sit down like a good girl. We're almost there now anyway, so just be quiet. I swear, sometimes I think this child has ants in her pants or something. She cannot sit down quietly for 5 blissful minutes. Mommy, can I go have a look outside? Can I? But I'm bored. Come on, just for a bit, please. Back in the day, I'd sail the rough waters on the Titith Bay, but now, give me a comfy airship any day. Times are a-changin', I guess. Hee hee wee! Being out here feels amazing. And we're gonna go see Mommy. You wanna come? I'm not sure you should be inviting complete strangers to family gatherings, kiddo. Go have fun with your mom, okay? My wife went back to her family's home. I mean, I'm as aware as anyone that I've been so busy with work lately that I haven't been able to spend any time with her, but if I had known it was going to come to this, I would have sat down and talked to her about it a long time ago. Wish I could be as carefree as he is. 2 of us have spent the past half a year traveling all around the continent. Couldn't have wished for a better honeymoon. I'm so glad I chose to spend my life with. And I can't believe he's already thinking of finding a place for us to live, but that does sound like the perfect place to start a lovely, happy family. We're finally back home in Liberal. Oh, it's Armin! Means it's time to start thinking of getting a house for ourselves. What kind of house would you like? I think we'd probably be best going for somewhere that feels warm and homey, even if it's not that big. Something like a house on a hill near a forest, what do you think? I don't remember Ellie, I do remember Armin. Really not very good at flights, I mean, okay, yeah, we talked to that guy. I don't even want to be here right now. Why do I even have to go out of my way to see him anyways? It's not fair. My dad's so annoying. I'm 16, you know. I'm old enough to do whatever the hell I want without him butting into my business. Damn. Damn, you know. Got the 16-year-old syndrome. Alright, the orbital pressure looks perfectly normal. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you not to come down here, sir. Might end up tripping on something. We're approaching the Beggin Range. Be careful of potential air turbulence in this area. I know. Been doing this route for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing, man. Heading west-northwest. Yahoo! The Beggin Range is part of the border between Liberal and Calvert. As soon as we're over that, it'll be barely any time for we're in Gransel. What do you want to know? What I wanted to be as a child to begin with? Not really something you normally tell complete strangers with cameras in their hands, you know. I'm on to you, mister. You can't distract me. This is a serious news reporter, so please answer my questions. She sure is making good use of those reporter privileges. Who knew you'd be so persistent? How can I get out of this? Can't tell her tough like me used to want to be a pastry chef. By the way, my dream was to become a phantom thief. Isn't that cool? No prizes for guessing what kind of book she must have read as a kid. Yes, I'm finally almost in Liberal. Why did I come, you ask? Because it's the last spot that ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up here, so if I want to try and pursue it, this is the best place for me to come. As soon as we land, I need to go talk to Lyndon to see if he knows anything. It's been 3 long days of traveling, but I'm finally almost here. I can hardly wait to land. I'm off to see my grandchild in Gransel. We haven't seen one another in 3 years now. Been really worried with all that the trouble that's been happening in Liberal. I think a lot of people here wouldn't be much in the way of trouble after the non-aggression pact was signed, but so much for that. Apparently my grandchild wasn't hurt during the thing, but I'm still worried. I think the cleaning staff for these airships really did a splendid job, don't they? They're a fine role model for the rest of the service industry. Don't go getting yourself too worked up now, man. Just end up screwing up even more like usual. I get you want to be an orbital engineer and all, but I think you could do with taking things a bit easier. Getting yourself stressed out and worked up will only screw yourself up. Anyways, first thing is stop by a central factory in Zeiss. There's no better place to learn about cutting-edge orbital tech than there. I'm really gonna have to make the most of it, really. I might have failed that interview to join the Verne Company. This is my chance to learn all about cutting-edge orbital tech. I'm gonna master the heck of it. I will, really. I think I've talked to everyone, is there? Oh, there we go. This is a passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Grancel City, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, as the airship may be unsteady during landing. Ah, it's so lovely to be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberal. You wouldn't believe all that stuff happened half a year ago looking at Grancel now either. It's all completely back to normal. The people who are here are strong for what's useful, such a peaceful country. Well, it's a country ruled by a queen. Everyone knows women are tough in the face of adversity. I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. You're right about the air here though, it is nice. Nostalgic almost, makes me feel a little homesick. Your home's in Arteria, right? Place with all the really big churches and stuff? Nah, I'm not actually from Arteria, not many people are. It's actually pretty darn small, like smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there. But few are actually born there. Oh really, huh? So where are you from then? Dorothy! It's Niall, isn't it? Yeah! Oh, Niall, I'm home. Did you miss me? Did I miss you? Of course I missed you. What in Adios' name have you been doing? Sent you to Bose. How'd you end up in Calvard? You were definitely on the westbound liner. I'm sure of it. I really don't know. Oh, wait, I might actually know. Go on then. Spit it out. I bet I'm a sleepwalker. I love Dorothy. After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one. To think that all of this could turn out to be a part of some elaborate murder plot. Wow, all of a sudden I feel like I've walked right into a mystery novel. Sleepwalkers don't change airships, you idiot. I'm all out of breath now. Are you alright? I really do think you should cut down on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be, you know. Alright, your 30th birthday was last Friday too, wasn't it? Happy birthday! I bought a cake over in Calvert and had a big celebration for it too. How is it that you can remember useless crap like that, not the things that actually matter? I bet you were looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you? You should have seen it, Niall. It was made with Eastern matcha, so it was unlike any cake I'd ever seen. That perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. It took lots and lots of cute pictures of it, so I'll show them all later. You brought me pictures of a cake? At least bring back a souvenir? Man, they always felt like they could go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off of it. They're even more of a crack up now. Wait a second. Haha, nice to see you again, Niall. You're looking same old, though. Maybe you're not so happy about that. What are you doing here? Please, please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there, too. Haha, your wish is my command. We just ran into each other on that airship by total coincidence, that's all. Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute. I had scared stiff she'd gone and smashed some expensive stained glass windows in the cathedral there. Or who knows what. So sorry for what you have to put up with. Pshaw, you're too much of a worrywart. Whose fault you think that is? Still, good to see you again, Father. Brings you to Liberal. Something else happen here? Oh, just a bit of work-related business I've got to take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't go getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest is gonna happen. I'll be the judge of that. Anyways, so where are you staying for the time being? Grancel Cathedral? Have to drop by and say hi sometime when I get the chance. Haha, go for it. In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're going to tell us all about what the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks. You betcha. Snap photos of every meal I had while I was over in Calvert, so I'm sure if we develop though, I'll be able to remember everything. I'm not talking about your gourmet report. Whew, seeing those two together really makes it sink in the fact that I'm back here. Thinking about it, I wonder how all the others here are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are aboard at the moment. But I've got no idea what the others are up to. Is that you, Father Graham? Lieutenant Colonel Sid? Our boy Sid. It's good to see you again. I'm pleased to see you've been keeping well since we last met at that banquet. The same to you, sir. Gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to be the army representative who came to meet me, though. Figured it'd be Julia. It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission. So unfortunately, you'll have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place. There's no need to be so modest. A little birdie told me that you're going to be promoted to full-on colonel soon, aren't you? I wouldn't be surprised that your people have such a good information network, but I still am. Still, I'm afraid I feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him, too. Wouldn't want to take any of it from him. Poor Cassius is still getting work to the bone, huh? Anyways, getting down to business, it's in Grancel Cathedral, right? That's correct. It's being kept underneath it to be more specific. Although I imagine you're already aware of that much. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. Pretty much, it's a special place, you see. Fill you in on the details when we get there. Alright then. Well, we may as well head there right away. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. Huh? Who? Just say someone who's been assisting with the case. They'll be appraising you of the details on what you're dealing with there. Ah, there you are. It's good to see you again, Archbishop. You look very well. Huh, and you must be... I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you, Dwa? To 22, but... It's a lot younger than I expected. You the Gralsters are really so short-staffed that they're handing out their most important post to kids? You can't blame me for assuming the 5th Dominion would look more like a veteran, can you? Hey, your surprise is written all over your face. Yo, what's up, Joel? It's been a minute. How have you been, my dude? How's everybody doing tonight? Yo, we were playing Elden Ring. How was the Elden Ring? I'm doing well. I have finished Trails 1 and 2. Welcome back, Joel. How's Elden Ring? Welcome in. We are starting Trails. Is great. How is Trails? It started off interesting. We were at a ball. We got our target. So, okay, to explain it. Or are you just acting, I wonder? So this guy, Father Kevin, was in the second game. But he wasn't like the main focus. You actually don't learn who he is until the end of the game, right? So, a little bit of spoilers. You get through all the stuff. He walks off, and his main goal was to terminate, like, one of the main people. And he turns him to salt, shoots him right in there, turns the man to literal salt. So he's like this big old priest. So in this game, all we've done so far is... So, Trails 2 took me 100 hours. So I played some other things to kind of take a break from Trails. Now we're back. And yeah, so this game is the... So everything in Trails is in like arcs, and this is the last game of the liberal arc. Yeah, well the first game took about 50 hours, so... I think this one's supposed to be shorter than both of the first two. I'm not positive on that, but... So yeah, now we're following a new main character. I'll say this, you need to play the first one to set up the second one. The second one is a masterpiece. Trails in the Sky, the second chapter, mwah. I couldn't say enough good things about it. It took a while, but the story was just perfectly built. So right, okay, Zero and Azure are in the arc after this one. So when I go back to Trails after this, I'll either be playing Zero or Azure. But yeah, so Kevin is... We're looking for artifacts right now is all we're basically doing. And I think we've met the main villain, but he was just kind of observing us. Was like, oh, we're gonna have some fun, Father. Professor Russell, please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative. What? So this is the first game that I've played where I'm not a stellar Joshua. Hell no. He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot. So wait, is he related to Professor Russell? Of course, ma'am. Wait, Russell? Then are you? I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica this is Tita's mom. Okay. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon. So we're going under Gransel Cathedral, which is where the first game ended. Still, I didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. I'd heard you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back? What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I would stay out of the country any longer than I had to. Though, with how remote the region we were in is, it was all over by the time World reached us. But yeah, I hope you've been well, Joel. I lurked in on some of the Persona playthroughs and such. I see you've been keeping busy with very interesting titles. Also, anyone that came in with Joel's raid, welcome. If RPGs are your jam, feel free to sit around and get comfy. I'll be going probably another 30-40 minutes. If not, I thank y'all for stopping by. And, you know, like I said, if y'all aren't following Nintendo Joel, very great streamer. Plays a lot of very interesting games. Go give him a check out. Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't let that maniac pull half the crap he did. Doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh? Talk about an understatement. That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him. I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger. That's fair. If that isn't bad enough, he let that redhead scumbag get near her too. Is she talking about Estelle? The utter cretin and fit to be within 50 arg of my darling Tita. Never mind actually getting friendly with her. Oh! Fucking Agate, okay. So, you don't like Agate, huh? Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. Oh, when I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born. He might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we? Get the feeling this is a matter we're better off not prying into. Thought the same, but I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. As such, he has been assisting us with this case in his place. Oh, I see. Are you two listening to me? Of course, sorry. Well, whatever. This staircase sure is long, though. How much further do we have to go? Not much, as far as I know. Yup, there we go. A dead end. Hope you've got a good explanation for this. I do. Sitting a dead end. But to go any further, I'm going to need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me. Well, it certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy? Something like that, yes. Specifically, I'd like you to undertake a form of suggestion. I'm not sure I follow. You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right? It's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel is obviously going to need to report what happened here to his superiors, for one thing. All I want you to promise that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I don't need you to say it, I just need you to think and believe it. Weird, but alright. That's all you want us to do, so be it. I feel the same way. Shouldn't we deliberately repeat it in our minds then? Don't even need to do that, it should just come completely natural to you. Alright, here goes. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this concentric septium. Space is golden glow, consciousness silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal them the path that leads to your sacrament. What? How'd that door appear? Thank you both for your assistance. I can see that you were true to your word. Ah, I see. So if we just said it but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right? And yet I can hardly believe what happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all this works. Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't. Anyways, come on in. The primal ground. Wow. Unbelievable. All these years I had no idea that such a place lay hidden beneath Gransel Cathedral. It's not exactly a thing we publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and the royal family. It has but one purpose: to suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check. I see. It's important to you Gralsitter is quite clear then. I'd assume there are similar ones in places other than Liberl too. Well, I won't deny it. Anyways, we call this place a primal ground. Now, there's a deep name if I ever heard one. The original ground the others are based... Is the original ground the others are based on in Arcaria? I'll take that as a yes. Oh, I'm not confirming anything. I'm just thinking how much you take after the other Professor Russell's hall. I'll thank you not to associate it to me. He might trump me a little on the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of horrible science, I could beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the Capel and the Arseal, you know? Really nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Liberl Ark sank, and we believe it to be an artifact. 3 days prior, roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. For sure, have a great night, Joel. I'm not gonna be too far behind you. I'm gonna go a little bit longer to honor the raid, but I gotta work in the morning, so I am sadly gonna have to call it soon myself. Shoot, it was good to see you, man. I hope you've been well. Never feel bad to raid and run. I just appreciate that, you know, you had a choice and you chose to send your peeps here, so. I greatly appreciate it, though. Get yourself some big sleep, and I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Damn, sun's going down already, huh? If this spot turns out to be a bust, we're probably gonna have to call it quits for today. We can only hope. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area where we should be looking. Yup, and if she says it's here, it's here. Unfortunately, as you know, Valeria's Lake's about as deep as a lake can get. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could still be a real task and a half. Yo, my homie, the cat's back there. It is likely to be small, though. The orbital readings suggest we're dealing with quite a large object, I believe. Oh, I wouldn't judge it size based off of those. Professor. Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us a new estimated location? Just about. Be real swell if you knocked it off with the kiddo, though. I'm not sure if it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child. Huh. Sorry, but old habits die hard, you know. Hard to make the switch when I've been calling you that since you were about knee-high. Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel? That's the spot, then. We're able to calculate exactly where the object is. Give or take an arg, yes. Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably about 50 reds, maybe even less. Are you serious? Even I thought we'd be dealing with a real monster, not something the size of Antoine. Meow. Still, if it doesn't turn out to be an artifact, this could get problematic. Fortunately, the church isn't going to want to let us keep it, that's for sure. I really cannot stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like it's their goddess-given right to have it. It ticks me off. Easy there, you don't know for sure what this is even an artifact yet. Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest to you, Gustav. You got it. See what we're dealing with, yeah? Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead. Yes, ma'am. Beginning the salvage operation. God, that sound just fills me with dread. Does the salvage crane sound like it's in poor condition to you? Oh, that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, you're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless. I see. Well, when you put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface, we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened, or what it signified. Yeah. Not that I was here to see it all happen, of course. The crane's arm reached the bottom of the lake. I'm gonna attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 reg to the right. Haha, there we go. Yep, we've got it. Want me to pull it up? Please do. Moment of truth, huh? Here we go. What? Oh my. I see. Still looking at it. Correct. There were orbital readings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I? No, it's plain as day why you decided to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from the traditional agreements governing them, and doesn't need to be given to the church. That it? You already understand me so well. We can cut right to the chase then. The orbital readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral as it happened. It's currently being looked at after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So in your expert opinion, what should be done here? This is a tricky one. I'm assuming Liberal wants to assert ownership of it in this scenario, right? If anything, it's the professor here who wants to do that. I'm merely here accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army. The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of Valeria Lake right now is because of ZCF's salvage efforts. I say we'd have every right to keep it personally. From what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be of any use to your research as things stand now. But you're sure you want it that badly? Oh, absolutely. We're talking about an object found at the site of where a massive flying city used to be. I might not have seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have hidden for the past, 1,000 years. As for that Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happened here in this land, but I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore, and I'm far from alone. So long as there's the slightest chance that artifact could shed light on all of what I want to know, I want it. I think you've made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating him will achieve anything. True enough. Oh, you've heard what I've got to say. It's now up to you to tell us what you're going to do. Will you hand over that lump of metal, or won't you? Well, that brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. Who is she? No way. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the Book of Ezra, verse 2, Disaster Unleashed. I apologize for the delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Reese Argent, and I am a squire of the Girl Sitter. I look forward to working under you. I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second. Is something the matter? So, that's how they think they can get me, is it? That they can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that. Maybe I underestimated the Girl Sitter. They think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they? But I'm not going down so easily because I've got a secret weapon of my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe. Isn't that... That's Tita, isn't it? How cute. Isn't she? Isn't she? Bet you just want to jump into this photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? Should have known a cutie patootie like you'd be able to appreciate the same quality in others. Anyways, no matter how freaking adorable you may be, you can't take me down because I've got a natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. Keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? You've got such an aura of maturity about you, and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence to them. And now they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it all the way like a cherry on top. It's the most flattering habit I've ever seen. If I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying. Might I inquire you as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham? Sure. The lady, Professor Erica Russell of ZCF, while the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously though, Father Graham, really? So you're the people who initially discovered the artifact then. Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We will take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all. Wait, what? Hold on a minute, we hadn't finished deciding what to do with it yet. Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it was lost its power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of the Septarians. I'm surprised that you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it. Well, you sure know how to pick a fight. Go on then, what legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements of the church quite clearly say that artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules. I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreement to the latter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of an active artifact. It belongs to neither you nor me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever. What? So all you got is I don't need a reason, it's mine and that's final? To put it bluntly, yes. Well, if that's how you want to play it. What's your take on this, Kevin Graham? Well, by all means. Me, I thought I'd been kicked out of this conversation, but well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Artaria with us. But after all the help Liberals given us, I feel kind of bad just snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason. Both arguments have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you'll solve this one. You, do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? Whoa. My. What is it? Why do you both look so surprised? What do you mean, why? Did the two of you not hear that? Hear what? Wait, oh. Wow. No way. Thing wasn't getting off any orbital readings at all anymore. Zero. Zip. Why is it all of a sudden active again? I believe that settles our dispute. Sure does. So the real artifact was inside, huh? Never seen one quite like it. Looks like a box of some kind, or a cube maybe. Oh. I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pacts of the church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You and all who aided you have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation. Whew, I thought we were never gonna escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit. That's a kind way of putting it. Couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she'd maxed out her crazy talk to spew, she goes and shouts, "Well, if you're gonna be taking that, then I'll be taking her." Haha, I thought Annalise was one of a kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition. Annalise? Oh, sorry, she's a girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer, about your age, I think. Oh. Riaz? Yes. You're not mad at me, are you? For not keeping in touch with you? Father Graham. Yes? 5 years is a long time, just as you've changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years. So have I. The Riaz Argent standing before you is the squire of the Gralsitter, not the girl you once knew. I'm here to serve and to protect you, nothing more. Come on, Riaz. You need to not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there is little reason for me to be here serving you. And with that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Gransel, don't we? We should start making our way to the landing port. Wait a second. Was that your... It was a figment of your imagination. Huh? You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. Think you ought to try and have some rest when we reach the airship. As I was saying, I think you ought to try and have some rest. Don't even try to tell me that one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you'd changed, but you haven't. Not one bit. Still the same perpetually hungry Riaz I remember. This is just a simple psychological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own ability. Haha, since when did you not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. You're forever going to be the girl who was always caught sneaking into the kitchen and trying to stuff her face to me. I'll be going on ahead. Hey, wait a second. You're in my way. Please move. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to push my luck. Just got carried away at thinking of old times, that's all. You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in you doing so, because there are a few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies. Damn! Finally biting back, huh? Well, I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me. Can you knock it off with the Father Graham? Or even Father, for that matter? For what reason? I don't know if you're doing it because you feel like you have to or because you want to act all distant. There's no way I can get used to it. Like, ever. It weirds me out. So please, call me Kevin, same as you always did. What if I refuse? Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. You certainly would. You know what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now. The one left me. Sorry, didn't quite catch that. It was nothing. Still, I can't very well refuse an order from my superior, so... Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction. What? You're so selfish, Kevin. There we go, that's what I wanted. But just so we're clear, even if I change how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that. Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to if there's no way to turn back the clock on the way things used to be. Oh, and one more thing. We still got some time until the last airship leaves. How about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something to eat. I like the sound of that. Propose buying all the bread they have left. Didn't know you were that hungry. Thought you were joking when you said you were gonna buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like he thought you were a freaking nature. This is just another example of Adios' divine providence. It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them than to have the poor things be thrown away. Yeah, you're a real bleeding heart. But that much? Hope you're not spending your entire salary on food. Have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are a few people in this world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I. Well, whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, while I'll give you that my get-up is right up the top of the suspicious charts, pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers. Oh, stop your grumbling. It's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait. Yes, ma'am. Is something... Sorry, that stomach here is gonna have to wait a little longer. Unforgivable. I know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right? I sympathize, but you might want to calm down a bit. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at telling people. Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however, yeah. Oh well, sad to say, but we're gonna have to skip today's last airship out of here. You know a good place to strike? Oh, I do. I know the perfect place. It's Gilbert! Where'd they go? Saw him enter this area, I'm sure of it. It was you, huh? What? How? How'd you discover me? My stealth abilities are the height of perfection! You're just like I remember you, still way too sure of yourself. Who might he be? Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low-ranking a member as you can get, though. Ah, I see. He does look the part. How dare you? I'll have you know I'm very much on the up. And as for you, what do you mean he does look the part? Couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into big things to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures, too. What? You haven't lost your touch. I'm impressed how accurately you're able to judge his character after talking to him for like a second. I didn't even need to talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from every pore. Jesus, they burnt this man up to crisp. You cocky, aren't you? We'll see how long that cockiness lasts. What? Woo! She has a sword with her. A Templar sword? So that's what you picked, huh? Just like you chose a bow gun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. That's all there is to it. Gotcha. Impossible. What'd you just do? I don't even know how I got hit. It's a weapon used by the Gralsitter called the Templar sword. The blade's made up of multiple pieces held by wire. Let the user extend it at will. Anyways, it's time those lips started flapping. What's a wanted criminal like you doing here in Grancel? How much of our business do you know? Why should I answer your... Eek? You don't know when to give up. Start talking now. FYI, she's not in a good mood. And you don't want to make her any madder. Looks like I've only got one option. I'm sorry. So sorry. Forgive me. I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't even want to come here. And after I did, I happened to see you two, so I decided to follow you, I swear. Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more than meets the eye. In a sense. It's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here. Means there's an Ouroboros airship somewhere near here that you came on, right? No, there isn't. I did crash land, but it wasn't on board an airship. It was on board this. What the? He has an archaism. Haha, not so irrelevant now, am I? Show him what you can do, you Apache. Mow him down!
Charge complete! Yeah! What the?
Take this! I'll save you. I'll save you. I'll save you. Wait, let's talk this over. Crap! No way. you.
No way.
Damn, dude, we got our ass kicked.
Let's end this.
I could have used Teslas. I didn't think about that. It's looking sweet, new cards and new characters. Heck yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Ethan. Hey, you should be able to just kill him with a normal attack. Really, Kevin? You can't reach, dude? You know what? Actually getting closer wouldn't be that bad. Bam.
Impossible.
Alright, got it. Damn, dude, he even threw out a line on him. No! Curse you, do you have any idea how much I had to go through to earn that? You really are full of surprises, aren't you? I'm impressed, Riaz. You sure know how to get the best out of that thing. Not at all. Still got a lot to learn, especially want to be half as good as my sister. Still, I'm no different. Kevin, anyways. I'd wager you're out of tricks now, so you ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause any more trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that. You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army? It's your best option. If you really want us to take you back to Eternia instead, that's cool by me. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you. Again? What was that? This thing again, it starts glowing so randomly. Maybe it's reacting to something. What is that thing? What are you planning on doing? Nothing to you. Don't worry. Shut up for a second. What is up with this thing? Haha, so the time is finally upon us. Huh? What? When did you... It's a pleasure to meet you again, Kevin Graham. Traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting of this transgression, with the sin of a stigma forever on his back. Who the hell are you? Wow! Ugh. Kevin! Thus my Lord is revealed, and the door is open. Come forth, offerings. Come forth, lost minds. Burn to ashes in the ever-blazing love. Thank you for the lurk, Ethan. We're about at the end of stream. I have to work today, so... what happened? Why did I... But yeah, thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're liking the Mega Man Dive collab. Where am I? Hey, Reese. Reese, are you okay? What's going on? Kevin, where are we? Whew, I'm glad you're okay. How are you feeling? Any pain? I feel sick. You do? My stomach's going to implode if it doesn't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought. Sure, I'd normally be just as down for food as you are, but come on. Is that really what you should be thinking about right now? There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject, I remember a strange man appearing, then that cube glowing white all of a sudden. Then... yeah, I don't remember any more than that either, but take a look around us. Stone bookcases? We in some kind of ruin? No, wait. What? The Hermit's Garden. Yeah, so much for this being an easy assignment. The Grawl Sitter. End. Made it through the whole damn prologue. Let's go. Alrighty, this is our stopping point.